So find the value of dy dx at the point where x equals 2 on the curve of equation. So I'm going to show you the two answers, guys, right? And I want you guys to tell me immediately which answer is definitely wrong, right? So there's two answers, and this is not to point anyone out. I'm not going to show you who's who or what person's what, but just let you know how to do these types of questions, right? So these are the two answers I got here. Which one is definitely wrong, right? One or two? Let me write one or two. Which one is definitely wrong? So I've got one person saying one is wrong. Anyone else? What do we think? Two is wrong, actually, right? How am I certain that two is wrong? What about the question tells me exactly? Exactly. Fantastic, Sophie. It's not a number. The question asks you to find the y-dex at a specific point. So your answer should be numerical. It didn't say find the y-dx. It said find it at a specific point where x equals 2. So you have to have a numerical answer. Does that make sense? Yeah? That's not to say that the expression is incorrect. That from what I remember, that looks to be about in and about right in terms of the expression, right? But it's not going to be right due to the fact that it's not numerical. Yeah. Always read the question. It's asking you for the y-dx at a specific point. Your answer should be a numerical value. They're not asking you for what the y-dx is. Okay. So let's do this now. Find the value of the y-dx when x equals 2. So we need to differentiate this. Immediately, guys, what type of problem here? What is the problem here? What type of differentiation am I going to be using? Or am I using a combination of both? Or two, I should say. Exactly. Fantastic. The first thing immediately is that we've got a product of two functions. So it's the product rule. But this one here, that's a chain rule problem, right? So I'm going to say u is equal to x squared. I'm going to say v is equal to root 5x minus 1, like that. And then let's write the product rule just because it's a lesson and I'm recording it. So I'm going to say if y is equal to uv, then that means that dy over dx is equal to uv dash plus vu dash. Doesn't matter which order because you're adding here, okay? Now let's go ahead and differentiate. Immediately 5x minus 1, let's put that as a half. And then let's get to business. So u dash, that's 2x. That's not a problem. V dash, composite function. It's a chain rule problem, right? So why don't you just write it as, yeah. It's because I'm explaining it and I'm doing it bit by bit. So I'd firstly write 5x to the minus 1 rooted, and then I'd say change it to a half just because I'm recording and I'm like explaining it. So I always just do it step by step. I know I'm extra, don't worry. I know I long things out. They always tell me in my comments. You should see the comments that they put in my videos. You'd think that nobody's reading them. So half bring goes to the front, take one away, and then times by we differentiate this, don't we? 5x minus 1 differentiates to just 5. So therefore v dash is equal to half times 5 is 5 over 2. And then 5x minus 1 to the minus a half. Is everybody happy with that? That makes sense? Yeah. So now dy dx. Simple. dy over dx is going to equal what did we say? UV dash, isn't it? So let's do this one. UV dash. So it's gonna be the x squared times that. I'm gonna write this as 5 over 2 x squared, like that. And then I'm gonna put this there to the minus a half plus VU dash, these two. That's gonna be 2x and then 5x minus 1 to the half. Everybody happy with that? Let's have a look at what we got here. That's similar, but I think you've just put, for the person that did this, you only put this term. You only put that term. Maybe you forgot to put the rest in. But yeah, this is dy dx. Everybody happy with that? Yeah. Now it says x equals 2. We want dy dx when x equals 2. So you're just gonna plug in x equals 2 into this, right? And see what we get. So plugging in x equals 2, x equals 2, what are we gonna get? It's gonna be 5 over 2, 2 squared, 5 lots of 2 minus 1 to the minus a half plus 2 lots of 2, 5 lots of 2 minus 1 to the half. Have I written that all correctly? I think so. 2, 2. Yeah, that's fine. So what's that? That's 5 over 4. Sorry, no, that's 5 over 2 times by 4. And then what's that? 10 take away 1 is 9. That's 9 to the minus a half. And then that is 4 times 9 to the half. You put this in a calculator, but I can't be bothered. That's 20 on the top. 5 fours are 20. I've got 2 on the bottom. That there, right, is a third. That's a third. So there's a half times a third. That's a sixth on the bottom for sure. And then what's that one? That's just 4 times 3, which is 12, no? So that way, this is that correct? That's 10 over 3 plus, what's 12? 36? That's 46 over 3, which is what somebody got here, isn't it? That is correct, actually. So that was actually correct. So well done for those who got that correct. But yeah, does that make sense? Happy with that, guys? 46 over 3. So again, always read the question. They want the value of divide x at a point. So put a number in, okay? Cool. So that's done.